Hello everybody and welcome to EBA Sports. I'm your host Ryan Ketchum and we're currently here in Athletic Gains, the premier gym that is able to train elite players to maximize their potential and go to the next level. We're joined alongside quarterback from Calabasas High School, threw 8 touchdowns in one game and is just electrifying out there. Cal commit, JADEN Casey, thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely, anytime. So this season, 7-3 record, you were Marmonte League champs. The season actually kind of got cut short in that last game against St. Bonaventure with the fire situation. But how did you feel the season go when you were able to play a team like St. John Bosco in the playoffs?
For sure. I mean, like I was saying earlier, just getting out of Ventura County is kind of a cool thing, and going to the Inland Empire and playing those different teams. There's different types of kids, the different power and speed out there. It was just good to see and prepare you for the next level, because now that I'm at Cal, I see different types of speeds, and it just prepared you for the next level for sure.
And I know we're speaking a little bit off camera, but you were saying about the Division I matchups. You were talking about the St. John Boscos and company, those big Trinity League team matchups that you were having. But you went from Division V in 2016, which was your first season with the team, and then able to go up to Division I. So how was that transition for you? And you mentioned with Cal, the speed's not too much different than playing those teams. So how was it kind of building up from 5 to 1?
I would just say more study film, and because the game's going to be faster as you kind of go up divisions. Like Division I, they kind of rotate in coverages. On the offensive they have different protections and stuff. So I mean, both sides of the ball, you need to come in prepared, watching film, just so it can slow down. And just when it slows down for you, it's just kind of like another football game, and you're playing with the best. So when you come prepared and you just trust your talent, it's just fun.
Mm-hmm. And you said it's just kind of another football game. You get calmed down a little bit. We were talking about your sophomore season. That's the first year that you started at Calabasas, and you came out. You had that big time game against Valencia, 8 touchdowns. Just kind of how was it being in that game, being able to excel to that level, but also how was the attention after that? Because kind of put your name on the map after that game.
For sure. I mean, when people ask me about that game, I don't remember a lot of things. I just remember people coming up to me like, "Do you know how many touchdown passes you have?" And I was just so locked into that game. It was just, I felt like such in the zone. And obviously I had great Micah Pittman, Nico Hall, Johnny Wilson that year. I mean, just going to that game, it was my sophomore year. I just know I had to make a name for myself and my team. Now that we were in D2, and the attention after, I mean, it was pretty crazy, obviously, because no one really knew my name, and kind of put my name out there, and the Clausens held me out, and that game kind of put a lot of game film for me to help me with college offers and stuff like that. So that was a big game and for my team. So,
I mean, I think that's pretty easy to get college offers after 553 passing yards in that game too. After that game came out, you were the 6th quarterback at the time to be able to throw in a CIF Southern Section game 8 touchdowns. So just knowing that you kind of set history, and especially for your school, getting a school record, how did that feel knowing that you made that history?
For sure. I mean, it felt great. Just to get the win, though, was the best part. Just because, if it was 65, 66 then, which could have easily been if they could have thrown it on, or they could have ran on 4th and 1. I still remember that, but man, if we didn't win that game, it wouldn't have mattered. So I'm just happy we won the game, and obviously to be in the record book is just a plus. So
exactly. And now you were co-MVP for the Marmonte League this season with other quarterback Marco Siderman from Westlake High School. Obviously now a Cal commit. Can you kind of talk me through the commitment with Cal? I know that you were previously with Fresno State and decommitted, but what was kind of so special about Cal?
Yeah, me committing to Fresno State early, I just, Coach Tedford's a great coach. I've always ever since I was young, him at Cal, and with Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that, and I just always wanted to play for Tedford. And things changed as I kind of went through the process. I just wanted to get more of an education as well. I'm not saying Fresno State's a bad education. I just thought there was better opportunity at Cal for me. Wanting to be an economics major, and obviously wanting to be in the Pac-12. Ever since I was little, my main goal is to be in the Hall of Fame, and I think Cal can, put me as a great, make me a better person and a better football player, and help me for the next level.
Mm-hmm. And you were speaking about guys like Aaron Rodgers. I know most recently, obviously Jared Goff too. Just some big time names coming from that college. So. Is there kind of a certain level of pressure that you kind of made a name for yourself already in high school, and now you're going to be going to that next level at a school that's known for putting out some good quarterbacks?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's pressure. I mean, I just love football. When you're in the game, it's just another game. Definitely like with the bigger crowds and stuff. But I feel like ever since people like football players were little, you just can't wait for that day. So I feel like now that I'm here, it just makes you want to work harder, in the film room, in the weight room, and on the field and stuff like that, just to, make my dreams come a reality. Yeah.
Exactly. So now, going through game day, you got to be able to get pumped up. I know back in 2015, you were saying Drake is just on a different level. You were getting on his side with that Meek Mill beef. So is that kind of still some music you go towards too? I know Justin Bieber was also on the list back then. What's on that playlist for you?
A lot of Drake, a lot of Future, a lot of Future. But yeah, I mean, before a game, to be honest, I'm like, I listen to a lot of Anderson .Paak before the game. I like to just chill vibes. Got to represent the 805 Oxnard, Anderson .Paak. But yeah, no, a lot of Anderson .Paak. There's some Marvin Gaye in my playlist before the games. Yeah, and yeah.
Good. You got some legends out there, obviously. Also with food, let's kind of go on pregame food. I know back in the day you were saying the best Kraft mac and cheese is on his Twitter if you want to be able to find it. Best Kraft mac and cheese is the 3 cheese. You were showing a box of that.
Oh, yeah.
What's kind of pregame meals? What's just Jaden Casey eat out there?
Yeah, I mean, I could eat Shell's mac and cheese before a game, but to be honest, so at my sophomore year, I remember I had a bad story. So I threw 5 picks my sophomore year to lose a playoff game, and I'm not blaming this, but I ate a lot of food before the game, and I just didn't feel myself. So I was eating, pizza, all the spaghetti, and I was hungry. I was like, I'm ready for this game, and I was filling myself up, and I just went out there, and I was full, and I just didn't feel myself. Did not play the best, and I was like, never doing that again. So actually, in Calabasas, we go to Yogi's. Everybody gets their teriyaki chicken bowl, but me, I just get a large bowl of rice. So, and I just eat the rice, and then that's my pregame meal. Just white rice, soy sauce.
A little soy sauce, okay, give it a little bit of flavor. Is that kind of carb loading for you? Is that kind of thought process?
Yeah, I just say it's something light, and it fills me up. I think rice, fills me up. I love soy sauce and rice. So with the water, I don't think nothing can beat that from me.
Now you were saying, one of your main goals is to be able to get to the NFL, become a Hall of Fame player. So, what are some teams that you watched during the NFL? I know you were tweeting a lot about the Titans as well.
That's my team. Yes, sir. The Tennessee Titans. That's my team.
Yeah. Well, where does that go back to? Why you like the Titans? Why is that?
So my dad was a Houston Oilers fan when he was little, and he watched Earl Campbell, and I've watched Earl Campbell highlights ever since I was born. So like my first outfit is right out of the womb of the Tennessee Titans uniform, and just growing up in a Titans household, and I don't like to jump switch on bandwagons and stuff like that. So I mean, being a Tennessee Titans fan, now we got Derrick Henry. I don't think there's a better running back in the playoffs than Derrick Henry, and I'm excited for our future. So yeah.
Oh, I think Derrick Henry's kind of bigger than the average human as well. I mean, he's probably bigger than 99% of the guys out there. So if you got him running the football, I mean, what the picture of Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry back when Derrick Henry's in Alabama still.
For sure. Oh my gosh.
So is that kind of workout goals as well for Derrick Henry?
For sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now going back, obviously, to football, when you were going to Cal, you made a visit. You were able to take your mom up there with you. Kind of how special was that moment, kind of having her with you and seeing all the facilities?
So yeah, I wanted to commit like my first or second visit to Cal, and the big thing was for me to bring my mom out there and bring my family and see just get a family feel and get their opinion on it. And my mom obviously loves the academic side of it, and she knows my main goals is obviously football. I mean, academics is very important to me. I just want to get to the next level, and she thought it was just a great decision for me to get to that next level and also prepare me life after football.
Yeah, and life after football, well, what are you kind of looking towards?
Yeah, I mean, right now, I'm actually studying the stock market a lot. I'm not really, I want to invest in something with commercial real estate. Obviously I need to get some money to start with that. So obviously I'm banking on, not banking on, but I'm using some money from the league, hopefully to do some commercial real estate or something like that. But if that never works out, obviously I can talk to the counselors and stuff at Cal that life after football, what I want to do. So I'm majoring in economics, so anything in business.
And pun not intended there when you said banking.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, also going back to your fascination with football, I know you got a lot of football jerseys. Back in the day, you were kind of showing off your collection.
Yeah.
You had some big time names in there. Can you tell me a little about those football jerseys?
Yeah. So my dad, he loves just getting autographed, like signed jerseys from he has over 100. He has. I have a Cristiano Ronaldo signed jersey. We have the 8 Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to Kobe. That was my hero when I was little. And we have a 24 Michael Jordan. I can go on and on just of the signed jerseys, and just having those at the house is really inspirational. I have a Steve McNair, the Staubach jersey, and Joe Montana in my room, and I think just looking at those every day just very not motivated, it just drives me every day just to be like one of them one day, and just great people as well.
And what is it about them that you kind of want to achieve? Obviously, with Kobe Bryant, we heard a lot of messages after he passed away earlier this year that people were saying a lot that he taught them about hard work, and they taught them that 4 a.m.s are good, and make sure that you get the grind in before everybody else. That sacrifice sleep as well. So what was kind of going through your mind when you're looking at those things to motivate you for that next level?
Yeah, I mean, just the sacrifice they all had to put in, a bunch of sacrifices, just to get to that next level, or just to be the greatest. They do the extraordinary stuff. My coach Rudy Carpenter always tells me, extraordinary people do extraordinary stuff, and it's pretty simple. But if you really think about it, you got to do the extra as you go to the next level. I can just see now, and I was only there for 2 months. There's a lot of good play, and it just gets better and better, and you just need to separate yourself. And just looking at those, they were separating themselves from great players. So
finding that one thing that separates yourself. And lastly, we were speaking about your mom as well. With your family, how important is just a family with you? Obviously, football takes a lot of time, but how important is it to be able to give back to your family?
Oh, that's one of the biggest things I think in life is keeping your family close. They were with me since I was little. I feel like you can have friends and brothers, anything in public or whatever, but your family is what's gonna really have your back through everything. Something doesn't work out in life, or you can always rely on your family to just uplift you, and so I think that's just the most important in life.
Yeah, definitely. So following you throughout your career, you're going to be going to Cal, hopefully off to the NFL, and even after that. So what's kind of handle they could be able to watch you at?
My Twitter, JADEN5KC, and my Instagram, JADEN5KC as well. So I post a little bit. I'm not really on there as much, but see me on the football field at Memorial Stadium.
Definitely. That's great. You're here to hear first, folks. You got Jaden Casey right here, quarterback from Calabasas, now going to Cal Berkeley. You could be able to watch him out there up north. Going to be putting on a show for all of them. Maybe another 8 touchdown performance coming up soon. But thank you for joining us today, Jaden Casey. Once again, this is EBA Sports. I'm your host, Ryan Ketchum. We'll see you next time.